Welcome back to Yard Eaters. My name's Matt. How have you been? I gotta catch that door. It slams into my toolbox there. I have two cool things to show y'all. I have realized that I have, and you do too, probably, have worm nurseries all throughout your garden. I'm gonna show you where to find them. And also, if any of you are having to deal with squirrels digging up any of your potted plants, like I do, my lord, they are terrible. I used to think they're cute. Now I wish they would all just disappear in a terrible way. But I think I have a solution for that. So let me show you. Oh, I'm also going to show you. This is my low light garden in the backyard. I get like 4.5 hours or so back here. But I like to show this to people because you can still get food back here. You can still grow, your leafy greens, and you can still get tomatoes. In fact, I have some cherry tomatoes. See, I'm gonna cup them like that. There you go. But you came here for the worms. Check this out. So I like fabric pots. And I'm bringing this up because I realize fabric pots, just really the regular ones too, the plastic ones as well, but really the fabric pots, they just build this ecosystem under them that is absolutely crazy. Check this out. So this is a tomatillo. And I'm going to try to lift this up with one hand without destroying it. Oh, Lord. But if you look under here, here's a worm. Ooh, there's one. We got a jumper. We have baby worms right here. Baby worms. That one's on a jumper. Throw it in there. But look at these. These like red wigglers, basically. I mean, that's what they look like to me. So many worms under just one pot. So we'll let that jumper do its thing. We don't communicate with jumpers, but yeah, it's absolutely insane. Trying to keep that marigold. There's another one, actually two, right there. There's one right here, and there's one right here. So this is a video that I filmed a week or so back, but as you can see, I mean, basically any pot has worms under it for the most part. Something else I didn't mention earlier was they need to be under like a stone or a rock or brick. That really seems to make a big difference. I just love the bottom of fabric pots, and I love that they love the bottom of fabric pots because I just go in there and harvest them and throw them in my raised beds or whatever and just let them do their thing. And I don't know if you know this, but worm castings are they really are absolute gold. Not only do they have all of the major macro and a lot of the micronutrients that a lot of our plants need, but they also have embedded in them bacteria, fungi, protozoa, nematodes, all of the microbial life that you need for your plants to get those nutrients. Because I don't know if you know this, plants can't digest those nutrients. They need a middleman. There's a trade going on. Your plants are giving these microorganisms sugar, and in return, they're giving them these nutrients. So you need them in there. That's the whole way. That's how this whole organic ecosystem works. You can go around a fast track way of using salt-soluble fertilizers, but that is clearly going to kill that whole micro. Well, it happened again. I don't pay attention to the battery alarm going off, and it was funny because even in my head I was thinking, the left side of my head was like, you should probably change the battery, and the right side's like, dude, just go for it. What's the worst that could happen? Well, this is the worst that could happen. I wanted to show you guys something else, because the people that watched the last regular garden walk video, I showed you my African marigolds. And I wanted to show you the difference between an African and a French marigold. A lot of people don't understand. They grab the wrong one. I just want you to see the size difference in these. So here we go. Here is our African marigold. It's probably almost 5 feet tall, at least like 4.5, probably 4.5 feet tall. I mean, it's beautiful and everything, right? But you got to be really careful where you put this thing, and I wasn't. I put it right in the front of my garden bed. I thought they were French marigolds, and then they blew up 3 or 4 feet, and I was like, well, that's a problem. But so here's your Africans, and then here are your French. These little petite French marigolds. So, just letting you know, just letting you know the difference. At least in the size. There are other differences, and the French marigolds are a little bit more beneficial. But yeah, just the size alone, just keep that in mind. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you, and you know, I'm in Atlanta. I'm sure you guys have a lot of squirrels wherever you are too, or some type of like rodent vermin that likes to dig up your pots and put their little you know, winter stashes in there. It's delightful. I absolutely love it. No, I absolutely hate it. So I was trying to think of some ways that I could, you know, keep them off, keep them out of the pots. My neighbors over here, they have these huge, you know, chicken wire fences, and it works, right? It works, but I mean, it's hideous, and it's so hard to get in there and everything. So I'm trying to find a different way to do it. And so what I found was, this is kind of funny. I took about 6-inch landscape spikes, and this right here, these are bells that go on fishing lines, and I'm just hooking them to the ends of the landscape spikes. I'm not going to make you watch. Oh, I guess I do. Look at this. Death and overcome. And so I've noticed, you know, what the squirrels typically do, unless it's a big bed like this, what the squirrels typically do is they like to sit right here, and they'll go in and they'll dig around, they'll scurry around and like dig a hole. So I just put it around the perimeter, make sure there's no space, and then when they jump up here and they hit these, seems to scare them away. And it's where I've had them in here for a few weeks, and I want to show you this. I have a control in the front yard. I have a few controls, and so far, like I said, they're working. Let me show you this. So, I mean, check this out. Okay, I got these 2 pepper plants right here. Here's the first one. This is my control. Completely pitted. Happens almost daily at this point. Here's the one with the bells. Look, it is basically untouched. Literally untouched. I mean, what more could you ask for? So I know this is a small sample size and preliminary results, because, you know, it's just 1 or 2, but I mean, it's working. It's working. So look at this one. Look at this. So you can see, actually, like, maybe there's a little bit of activity right here, but it just means I need to work a little bit more on probably putting the bells more around the perimeter. Maybe I have some fishing line also that I wanted to try. So we're gonna work on it. But so far, I love these results. I mean, I can't complain. So we're gonna keep doing this. Maybe y'all are interested, but we planted corn. I just went through a video of how to pollinate it. All the tassels are dried out, so there's no more pollination going on. But I mean, we have multiple ears of corn in our front yard. My wife loves it. I can't tell you how excited she is that there's a cornfield in our front yard. She smiles every day about it. But anyways, that was pretty much it. That's all I have. It's a pretty quick video. But yeah, hey everyone, thanks for watching. Stay healthy, eat the good stuff, and follow me so I can show you how to eat from your yard. I'll see you next time.